Today I want to talk about freedom because this is something I was not born with. This is something one can lose if this is something that one can build in life. Yeah. And I don't want you to lose your freedoms if you were born in free countries, guys. And at the end of this video, I want to take you to this beach and take a swim together. What do you say? So guys, when I was born, it was not allowed to travel. Yeah, I was born in a Soviet country. And for those of you who remember history, was the times when we were not allowed to travel like to Western countries, basically to nowhere. You had to be like a diplomat or I don't know, you had to be an athlete or something, or somebody who works for, transportation on ships or something like that. Yeah, basically it was not allowed to travel, and this is not nice, So when I'm talking about traveling around the world on this channel and about this freedom to travel, this is something that is so close to me. This is something that I lived, and I know how it feels like when you don't have this freedom, guys. This is not a nice feeling at all. And my mom, she's very passionate about traveling, and she also could not travel. Yeah. For half of her life, she was not allowed to travel. Yeah. Imagine this, guys. The freedom to travel around the world is not for granted. Don't take it for granted. And I think in 2020, the whole world felt like it is when you don't have this freedom to travel. Yeah. This whole world realized that it's not for granted, that you can lose this freedom just like that, for different reasons. I don't want to go into politics on this channel now, but I'm just saying that if you have freedoms, if you were born in a free country or something, it doesn't mean you're going to keep those freedoms if you don't put effort into it, if you are not aware. So at least you should be aware that this is a freedom. It's like a gift that's good to enjoy, to implement, to keep. For those of you who know me and my mom, she's traveling around the world like crazy. She can travel for months and then come back and still feel very happy and already planning the next trips, the next month. I don't know how she's doing it. When I'm traveling, I have to rest and stuff. But I guess one of the reasons is because she was dreaming about it her whole life. And then suddenly it was allowed to travel, and she started traveling around the world. And for the last few decades, this is what she's been doing a lot. I have her Instagram account, her traveling stories in the description below. If you want to check it out, it's unbelievable. It's just this freedom to travel. When I talk about freedom to travel, I don't mean just meaningless travel or whatever, but to realize that this freedom is there and it can be taken away too. And there are so many benefits when it comes to freedom, when it comes to personal development and stuff, and learning about the world and about yourself. Yeah. But this is another video. This is not the topic of this video. Another freedom that I'm passionate about, and I talk about this on this channel, is financial freedom. And guys, when I was born, guess what? We didn't have this freedom to build businesses, to earn money as you want to sell. It was not allowed to sell. People who were selling stuff went to jail. No kidding. This is my reality, the way I was brought up, And you take it for granted, this freedom, and you think it's just like that. It's a freedom. It's amazing freedom. And I have actually my ex, a long time ago, yeah, he went to jail for selling something, yeah. Before we got together, it was before that. And he yeah, it's a bit tough. It's a bit tough because he sold something, and because it was a crime, guys. You sell something, it's a crime. He went to jail for 3 years and he was damaged afterwards. He was a great person and everything. And we were together for a year. And then I had to leave him because he was just so damaged. I couldn't sit him emotionally anymore. Yeah. Even though great person, everything, amazing person, but you go to jail, it's not so easy, afterwards, guys, just for selling something, you are not just, you don't take it for granted, guys. And you think, okay, this is your history, girl, but this concept of you own nothing and you're happy. This was exactly the concept, guys, when I was born. We didn't own anything. And I tell you, we were not happy. We didn't have freedoms to do things like build financial freedom and stuff. And you were born with those freedoms and you think it's just like that? Think about it. What happens in the world and how easy it is to lose this freedom, to be an entrepreneur, to own things like a car or a house or a business, to be able to drive from one city to another. Those kind of freedoms, you think it's forever? You think it's for granted, guys? This is something we have to build. So far we have this opportunity. Yeah? So far we have this opportunity. We should use it, and it's not for granted. One should be aware about it. And maybe now you get a little bit more understanding why I'm so freaking passionate about talking about freedom on this channel. And why it's not only one topic, but a few topics that I'm so passionate about it, because I think it's important, and all of them are very important, actually. Yeah. And I forgot to mention, guys, that this guy who went to jail, he committed suicide afterwards. A few years after we broke up, he committed suicide. This is a story of people who were born without freedom, without having this access to freedoms that many take for granted. I'm just telling you how it is, just for you to get the feeling and also to understand why I'm so passionate about freedom, guys. I know what it is not to have those freedoms. And I don't want you to lose the freedoms you have. Please understand. I want you to use the freedom. I want you to build it, because the future is in your hands, guys. Yeah. Everybody of us can build the future, and freedoms can be taken away. But if you build your freedom, if you stick to it, then it becomes hard to take it away from you. And the last freedom I wanted to talk about is, the most important, actually, is very international. It's not political at all. Is the freedom of mind, guys. Because without this, if you're confused, if you're damaged, if you don't have clarity in your mind, the possibility to travel around the world, to build businesses, to be financially free will not give you the happiness you want. Yeah. It will not make you free eventually. That's why everything, when it comes to your mind, your personal development, this is what I'm also passionate about, is going to the nature, find your peace and stuff, and everything which makes you become more aware. Everything that makes you more aware. And this could also be a deeper topic for another video, but this is the most important, and this is so international, and this is like for everybody. It was like this. And I have experience living in the States and in Germany, guys. And I know what it's like, how to say. I know exactly how different, not exactly, but I know how different minds function. And you know what? This suffering, everybody has some kind of suffering. Some suffer because they don't have basic needs met. Some suffer because they are emotionally, stuck. Some suffer because they are cannot enjoy things they have. They are scared or whatever, So whatever trouble you have on outer level or inner level, you have to deal with this. You have to build this freedom also on the You have to build your inner peace and inner freedom, emotional freedom. Freedom to be aware and to control what's going on in your mind in a good way. And this freedom is very important. That's why everything, when it comes to personal development, things like this, if you look at my channel, I talk more about it than about anything else. I have more videos about this than about other topics, because this is the essential thing. This is the crucial thing. And of course, there are other freedoms, like freedom of speech, and also difficult one, huh? I think you also know what I'm talking about. It's very international, becoming very international also. There are a lot of freedoms that are so important. Huh? And one more thing I want to say before I jump into the ocean. Actually, sometimes people think that, this is a channel, a lady talking about freedom. They sometimes in the comments, what they write is obvious, that you think that I'm some kind of a feminist or something, that's why I talk about freedom and stuff. And I want to tell you guys, this is not it. I'm not a feminist at all, like not at all. And, I think this video made you more aware why I'm so passionate about freedom. It has nothing to do with feminism. And I can give you my world view on this topic in a different video if you want, but please don't lose your freedoms. Please be aware of the opportunities you have, and please build your freedom and stick to it. Okay, guys. So how about we jump into the water? If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. Consider subscribing to this channel and watch some other videos of mine about building freedom in life.